Bitcoin and Ethereum, what's his next move? Let's find out in a chart, shall we? Oh my gosh, Bitcoin, it dumped down yesterday and got you into the Hail Mary. Did you take the Hail Mary? Did you? We're going to talk about that. And look at this, we're breaking out. And are we going to break out and head all the way to the moon? Or is it going to be another test of the lower levels here? We're going to talk about that and more in today's episode. Wow, it was a crazy wick day, like wiping out the shorts, wiping out the longs, right? And yeah, it was an absolutely epic day on the markets for both Bitcoin and Ethereum. Whew, wow. If you listened to the yesterday's show, I did mention, right, you got to do the Hail Mary, right? That's what I was looking at. Boom, it was right there, bump, and bounced right off, right? It was just crazy. And if you want to trade this, of course, you can trade at bybit.davincij15.com and get $600 bonus, or femex.davincij15.com and get a $1,600 bonus. Head over there and sign up. Even if you're not planning to trade, just sign up. Use my link anyways, and maybe later you might plan to trade these cryptocurrencies if you feel you have enough cash to see if you can try your hand at it. Alrighty, so remember, I'm doing this live every day in front of an audience. They get to ask me questions at the end of the show, and then I answer them. If you want to be a part of that, you need to join davincij15.com. Right, head over there right now, and you could join us, and you can see what we're trading in our group. You join our Telegram group, see what our trades are, what my little old lady portfolio looks like, what I've got in there. And we also do videos about where to buy with the little old lady strategy every once in a while. So come on down and check that out. Right, I'm going to be doing one today. Actually, I do a 30-minute show. So yeah, it's only for the subscribers. So make sure you don't miss that. Alrighty, let's get on with it. But before we do, right, remember this is trading entertainment and it's not financial advice. Please do your own research before putting your hard-earned money into the market. All right, let's get to the charts. Wow, that was epic. Oh man, Bitcoin just went straight up, wiping out the shorts, and then straight down, wiping out the longs, and getting you into the Hail Mary. I mean, if you just stuck your bid there at the Hail Mary, right? Remember, I was talking about it, and it was right here, 78.6. And the reason why it's the Hail Mary is because if you did take that trade, you'd be like, Hail Mary, Mother of God, pray for our sinners. as the market just starts tanking down into your level. So that is why it's called the Hail Mary trade, right at the 78.6. And then boom, we're off to the races here. You can see that we are at a pivotal point. The price action is trying to decide, are we going to break out here? Are we going to break and go take off? I really think we have to break above this purple line, which is at $46,309. That is a key level. There might be a few others that we could say, but I think that is the real key level at this point. We could probably put one up a little bit higher and stuff like that if you want to, but that's where the key level is. I think if we could close this 4-hour candle above that, or we got a candle body above that, and we stay above the $46,309, maybe on an hourly basis, I think we can probably say that this thing is going to, there we go, on an hourly basis. Looks like that's what it wants to do. To say, yes, we're going higher, and there's no guarantee that's from the management. So what I would suggest you do, if you're going to take a long here, you make sure your risk is mitigated. So you don't want to lose too much. So right now, I would say you take a 2% loss maximum on this trade if you want to take this breakout trade. Should it reverse on you, and then you could always do a 2-to-1 risk to reward level, right, which is right up here. You can see at the $48,170 level, so that you can take a little bit of profits off the table there, and maybe see how far it can go. All right, so that's one trade, right? If if this does turn around, right, and there's a possibility that this thing turns around, I'm looking at, we could see this thing turn down and possibly test the lower levels, right, of this trend line here. And let me just move my my chart here out of the way. And the reason why is even though we have clear bullish divergence here, right? So for those who don't know what bullish divergence is, it's when the indicators, right? The momentum indicators. These are momentum indicators, right? And they're oscillating momentum indicators. I mean, they oscillate up and down and up and down. You can see that the momentum is going up, but price is going down. So that means there's something wrong, right, with the bears, right? The bears have to like put a pause on their paws because they're going to get them burned by the bulls. It cracked me up. And so we could see a retracement all the way to the bottom is also possible, but what you could do, right, is start entering at the 50% level, right? You can see there's a wick down here, like, and wicks love to be eaten. So wouldn't be surprised if we do break down around the 50%, just below the 50% level, which is at the $44,736 is where you could see that we could probably start entering some longs, like start nibbling in some longs, all the way down. Highly doubt we'll do another Hail Mary on this one. If we do, right, you can, I would suggest you just add all the way down, and then your stop loss, which should be liquidation. So I would suggest you either do a 5-to-1 risk to reward ratio, right, so that you're not you have like lots of room to maneuver on this liquidation, because I mean, if you do get liquidated on a 5-to-1, that would mean that we could be in a serious bear market in Bitcoin and Ethereum. So it's likely that you won't get liquidated on a 5-to-1 if you're nibbling all the way down here. It's going to be a little bit scary. Don't get me wrong. It's going to be hard to hold on to your lunch when it comes down here. But there's a likelihood that we bounce off of that, and that will be the beginning of the bull market sometime. If it doesn't, right, make sure that you only put 5% of whatever you've got in the exchange. So let's just say you've got $100 only in Bybit, for example. You should only bet a total of maximum, like a crazy amount, right, of 5%, which is like only $5, right? And that's it. That's as far as you go. You can leverage that up, only 5-to-1, but that's $25. But that's it. That's how you play this game, so you do not get destroyed. You do not get wrecked. You don't go all in. You don't know what's going to happen. So you make sure that you mitigate your risk. Okay. With that said, most likely with this divergence, as you can see, the price is going down here, and we have confirmed the divergence. And you never jump in on a divergence confirmation. Never. Right? Never. That's like suicide. Suicide. Seriously. You always wait for the hang on, let me just undo that, and you always wait for the market to retrace, right, for you. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to wait for a retrace of 50% level, most likely to clear out this wick here, and then we're probably going to see this thing bounce. But there's anything can happen at that point. Let's head over to Ethereum, but before we do, I would like to talk about, make sure that you subscribe to, my channel, my DaVinci J15 Telegram group, and also tomorrow's my birthday, right? So, make sure you are subscribed to this channel, right now, and you are actually in the Telegram group, our Telegram group, for the public Telegram group, which links are in the description, because you could win a whole Bitcoin. I'm giving away a whole Bitcoin for my birthday, so it could be a very happy birthday for you. Before I continue, I have a bunch of referral links. Also, if you want to help out, this channel, and also help yourself, if you own the DJ15 tokens, right? You can do so by using any of our referral links as well. Okay, onto Ethereum. Ethereum is doing pretty much the same thing. It's trying to decide here whether it wants to break out, but I don't think it's really as happy-go-lucky as Bitcoin is. And yeah, we have not confirmed our divergence here. Where you can see this is the divergence. Now, to talk about the difference between confirmation and non-confirmation, let's just talk about that for a second. You can see the indicators are moving up, and prices action is going down, right? We talked about that on Bitcoin. And so in between this, this point right here, let's just bring it to this point right here. The highest point in between this line, right, is the point where we want to see it, on the blue line right here, we want to see the momentum indicator go above that level right here, right there. We have to have it come above that. That gives us the confirmation of a what's called divergence. Once we see that confirmed, then you're going to plan your next move. Do not do it right away, because this can actually, price action continue in the opposite direction, can go in the opposite direction very fast and burn you. So when you see this, right? So do not say, oh, that's bear bullish divergence, that means I jump into the long. No. That's how you get burned. You have to wait for it to give you, give you that rollover on the price, and then jump in. Sometimes it doesn't roll over. Sometimes it goes ahead and goes forward. But most of the time, I've noticed that it starts to go the opposite direction. So you have to plan a trade accordingly. So with that said, you can see another liquidation wicks here, both sides. Yeah, none of you guys are gonna be successful. Longs, bears, bulls, you're all gonna get screwed. So we could see that maybe this thing might, only do the 38.2, but I don't trust it. So if I was interested in getting into long, I would be at the 61.8 and nothing else. I'd be at the 30. That's $3,207, and I wouldn't bother with anything at any other point. That's where I would get my my next long to see if we can break this downward channel here. And Ethereum. Okay, let's move on to the dominance. The dominance again, right? As we've said. We're moving sideways, and we're going to be touching this line, whether we break higher or break down, right? We'll see what happens. A breakdown would be like epic bull coming for the alts, man, priced in Bitcoin. You're going to see this thing go absolutely bonkers. So I don't think that's going to happen, but it is a possibility. Most likely we're heading into winter, right? I'm not going to call the winter just yet. I'll call it once we once we decide what we're doing at this trend line, and then we'll say, okay, winter's coming for the alts. All right, so that is my TA for today. Make sure that, if you're into Bitcoin and Ethereum, you're watching these just for fun, these trading entertainment just for fun, make sure you have some Bitcoin, right? Because Bitcoin's real. Bitcoin's here to stay, and you need to be a part of it. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to watch my news rant. Bye for now.